Today we are looking at this important topic, three types of developers that AI can easily replace. AI is actually impacting every sector of every career, every sector as it stands, every sector of the human endeavor actually as it stands today, from copywriting to web development to graphics design, UI UX, and so many skills and endeavors are not left out, and even developers are right in the middle of the storm. Everybody are asking, is AI going to take my job? Is it worth learning software engineering or web development as it stands today? So, of course, it's what it, but what types of developers can easily be replaced by AI today? That's the question we are going to be answering as it stands right now. So let's look at them. The first one is the mediocre or copy and paste coder. What do I mean by that? Okay, you may want to ask, is it wrong to take code from AI? Of course, there are mundane tasks, there are basic stuffs that AI do today, and it's not a crime to actually take code from AI. But if you look at it, AI is actually beginning to close the gap for junior roles as it stands today. Like, take for instance, you're a coder, you are learning arrays, functions, loop, and so many stuffs, some of these basics, all right? You don't want to remain there. You want to move up quickly to learn other stuffs like how to structure out an application, web development workflow, architecture of your software. You move up quickly, and as you go, you begin to collaborate with AI to do most of those tasks, those complex stuffs, rather than just relying on remaining at that level doing those little stuffs. So once again, if you are a developer and you just rely on copy and pasting without actually looking through or having an idea of what you are copying, AI can actually replace you, because AI today is doing so much that developers are doing. Okay, well. So the second developer that can easily be replaced by AI is developers that only rely on one tool. The trend is moving as it stands today. The trend is growing. So just as the trend is growing, your toolbox should actually grow as well. You don't have to just rely on one framework or just one language alone as it stands today. Why it is not also recommended for you to jump from one programming language to the other without having some level of mastery. It is even worse to stick with just one programming language and you don't have any idea of how the other ones work. Take for instance, you are a front-end developer, you just have an idea of React and you just know your React, HTML and CSS and you stop there. You can easily be replaced with AI. Come to think of it, today, front end is not just the front end as it used to be. Again, you need to add some other skill set, in fact, Figma, UI. Then as you learn those React, HTML, CSS, which is the basic core of the front end, you also have to move to learn about Next.js. And maybe if you are using JavaScript, there's nothing stop you from learning TypeScript as well, because in trying to get a job, you will also need these maybe requirements you will need as well. Take for instance, you do backend, you are familiar with Node.js. You don't just have to stop there. You have to learn other frameworks such as Firebase, how it works for database backend. You know Express.js. Nothing stops you for going on to learn about Superbase, or you have an idea about Django. You can also add Flask to it. So that is the progression. Don't just stick to one tool. If not, you can easily be replaced. Okay, so let's look at the third set of developers that can easily be replaced by AI. These are developers who refuse to collaborate with AI. So if you are ignoring AI tool because you feel it's a trend or it is not reprogramming, real programmers don't take code, AI code. You might just be putting your job or your career on the line, because as much as it is today, is that AI isn't going to actually replace you as it stands. It is the developer who knows how to use AI very well that is going to take that your job from you. So right now we are already in the AI assistant development era. So as it stands today, AI can actually give you code snippet, write code snippet for you, debug your code. It can help you to write tests, as well as go ahead to also help you explain complex APIs in seconds. All of this we are talking about is no longer in the future. It is happening right now. So if you are still living in denial of what is happening, that means you are not in reality, or maybe you are walking backward, because just this past month, Google is now see the possibility of allowing people who are interviewing to use AI for interviews, for hiring. So you can see that the trend right now is different. And you have to understand that AI is a skill. That skill, you should try as much as possible to add it to your toolbox, because if you do not, then the person that uses it may have to replace you. That's just it. So you are using AI doesn't mean that AI is going to replace your thinking. Not at all. It's going to supercharge your workflow, and it's going to make you more productive, so much so that the tasks you take so much time doing is going to reduce that time and make you achieve it in a very reasonable time. Using and collaborating with AI is not being dependent. Rather, you are just being strategic. So right now, the question on your lips shouldn't be, will AI take my job? Not at all. It should be, will I evolve fast enough to stay ahead? So if you're among one of these three developers I just talked about, you need to evolve to stay ahead. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.